First, the top news headlines. Initial round of Manipur peace talks concludes. Meeting resolves to appeal to people of all communities to shun violence. Various state public figures term beginning of Manipur peace talks a good initiative of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Joint Action Committee against suspicious death of Yelam Subhash Chandra Kozov, 12-hour ban along Tidim Road after assurance from Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan. And 12-hour total shutdown called by Korkum against forced annexation of Manipur cripples normal life in state. A very good evening. You are watching IS Prime Time English News. This is Suraj Khongban Tabam giving you the news. Now the news in detail. The first round of the much-awaited peace talks between representatives and legislatures of Meitei, Naga and Kuki communities has concluded at the Ministerial Hall located at New Delhi's 20 Subramaniam Bharti Khan Market this afternoon. The meeting unanimously resolved to appeal to the people of the state belonging to all communities to shun the path of violence so that no more precious lives of innocent citizens are lost. The Ministry of Home Affairs had called the meeting to find solutions to the enduring crisis and restore peace in the region. This is the first meeting between the three communities since the violence erupted on May 3rd last year in Manipur. Speaking to a national news agency yesterday, Minister Awongbong Niamai, who had just arrived in Delhi for the meeting, had said that the situation in the state is comparatively cool, it is slowly subsiding, and the situation has improved a lot. According to reports, 8 Meitei legislatures represented the Meitei community, 3 Naga legislatures represented Naga communities, while 4 Kuki legislatures represented the Kuki community at the meeting. The move marks the first direct discussions between Kuki and Meitei representatives, highlighting the center's bid to bring about an amicable solution to the ongoing crisis between the two communities. The final fate of the peace talks in the national capital between the legislatures of Meitei, Naga and Kuki communities in Manipur remain uncertain. Initiated by the Ministry of Home Affairs, these discussions aim to resolve the ongoing crisis that has plagued Manipur for over a year and a half, resulting in hundreds of deaths and the displacement of thousands. Earlier in the day in Manipur, retired history professor Anjay Kumar from Manipur University remarked that while the talks are a positive step, its effectiveness may be limited due to the absence of representatives from civil society organizations. In an exclusive interview with our executive editor Nore Ningombam, Anjay Kumar further expressed his opinion towards the much-awaited talks initiated by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He emphasized that broader participation is crucial for meaningful outcomes. As the talks progress, many are watching closely, hopeful for a resolution that includes the voices of all affected communities. Initial feedback from various sections of the public has been cautiously optimistic. In a separate interview with our executive editor, veteran politician Okram Joy weighed in, asserting that the ongoing unrest stems from issues within the present government. He believed that the BJP government holds the key to ending the crisis. On the other hand, social scientist Dr. Dhanabir Laisram suggested that the central government might be under the impression that community representatives can adequately address the situation. He urged the government to remain mindful of the hopes and aspirations of the people of Manipur, stressing that their trust should not be undermined.
Hojik thoiba thodok asidahita karigidamagta naga MLA Kuki MLA amadi Meitei MLA haida bifurcate torsi maram karigino haibisima asawang amati ani subada ngasai hanaki thokibi irang asi ꯃꯁꯤ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯏꯊꯅꯤꯛ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯜꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯏꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯀꯣꯏꯁꯟꯁꯤꯃ ꯋꯥꯍꯪ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯂꯩ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯥ ꯑꯃꯈꯛꯇ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯥ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯖꯣꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯁꯤ ꯖꯦꯅeric ꯇꯥꯝꯅꯤ ꯑꯅꯁꯨ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯈꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯦꯟꯇꯤꯇꯤ ꯑꯃꯈꯛ ꯏꯃꯔꯖ ꯇꯧꯍꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯞ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯅ ꯈꯪꯅꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯋꯥꯐꯝ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯑꯁꯤꯁꯤꯗ MLAꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯉꯥꯛꯇ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯔꯒ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯑꯟꯗꯔꯁꯇꯦꯟꯗꯤꯡ ꯐꯥꯎꯗꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ MLAꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ MLA ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯣꯜ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦꯅ ꯂꯧꯏ ꯁꯥꯗꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯗꯤ ꯁꯦꯄꯔꯦꯠ ꯑꯦꯗꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯟ ꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯅꯤ ꯅꯥꯎ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯌꯟ ꯇꯦꯔꯤꯇꯣꯔꯤ ꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯏ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯁꯨꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯕꯦꯁꯤꯁꯇ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯦꯡꯒꯜꯗ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯠꯐꯣꯝꯗ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯒ ꯋꯥꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯁꯥꯟꯅꯒꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯈꯪꯍꯟꯗꯅ ꯊꯝꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯁꯤꯔꯤꯌꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯤꯗꯟ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯥ ꯈꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯄꯨꯁꯜꯂꯒ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯞ ꯇꯧꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯇꯥꯍꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯇꯥꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯗ ꯅꯣꯏ MLAꯁꯤꯡꯗꯣ ꯌꯥꯅꯔꯕꯅꯤ but MLA cannot represent the entire people of Manipur at this situation ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯇꯦꯠ ꯃꯦꯝꯕꯔꯗꯤ ꯆꯨꯝꯃꯤ ꯏꯂꯦꯛꯇꯔꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯛꯁꯀ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯦꯃꯣꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯇꯤꯛ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ but this does not mean that ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯕ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯥꯏꯗꯦꯟꯇꯤꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ MLA cannot decide ꯃꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ MLAꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯗꯤꯁꯥꯏꯠ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯚꯤꯜ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯟꯇꯦꯂꯦꯛꯆꯨꯋꯦꯜꯁꯤꯡ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯄꯨꯟꯕ ꯃꯤꯐꯝ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯄꯨꯜꯂꯒ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯅ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯒꯗꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯊꯣꯏꯕ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ MLA ꯃꯔꯛꯀꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯁꯤꯁ ꯅꯠꯇꯦꯕ it is something more than that ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯌꯨꯅꯤꯌꯟ ꯍꯣꯝ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯥ ꯁꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯟꯐ꯭ꯌꯨꯖꯟ ꯊꯝꯃꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯀꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯗꯗꯤ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯆꯦꯅꯦꯜ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯥꯡꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯏꯁ ꯒꯨꯗ ꯕꯠ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯃꯅꯦꯟ ꯁꯣꯂꯨꯁꯟ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯔꯗꯔ ꯃꯁꯤꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯗꯦꯟꯖꯔꯁ ꯁꯣꯂꯨꯁꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯕ ꯂꯩ
ꯇꯣꯈꯥꯏ ꯇꯥꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯟꯁꯤ BJPꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯊꯣꯛꯇꯒꯤ BJPꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯋꯥꯊꯣꯛꯇꯒꯤꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯏꯕ ꯏꯔꯥꯡꯁꯦ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯏꯟꯁꯇꯦꯕꯤꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯑꯦज ꯋꯦꯜ ꯑꯦज ꯐꯦꯂꯔ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯗꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯁꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯅꯦꯜ ꯃꯦꯁꯤꯅꯔꯤ ꯁꯪꯕꯤꯙꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯁꯤꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯁꯣꯅꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯀꯣꯛ ꯊꯣꯡꯕ ꯂꯥꯟꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯁꯤꯐꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗꯒ ꯂꯩꯇꯕ ꯈꯣꯠꯇꯕꯁꯤꯅꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯀooperation ꯂꯩꯇꯕꯁꯤꯅꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯜꯂꯛꯄꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯃꯛꯇꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯂꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯥꯡꯖꯧꯅꯅ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡ ꯑꯃꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯚꯥꯔꯠ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯑꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯔꯣꯟꯕ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯥ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯅꯣ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯦꯡꯅ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯄꯗꯨꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯌꯨꯝ ꯃꯀꯩ ꯃꯤ ꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯤ ꯂꯤꯁꯤꯡ ꯍꯨꯝꯐꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯈꯪꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯁꯣꯔꯥ ꯆꯣꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯅꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯃꯔꯤꯟ ꯇꯥꯗꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯗ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯁꯦꯟ ꯊꯨꯝꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ ꯂꯣ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯕꯝ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯄꯨꯔꯥ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯇꯥꯗꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏ ꯂꯩꯇꯕꯗ ꯃꯀꯣꯛꯇ ꯃꯈꯨꯠ ꯍꯥꯞꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯗꯥꯌꯤꯠꯇꯗꯤ ꯃꯔꯨꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯗꯥꯌꯤꯠꯇꯣꯅꯤ BJPꯒꯤ ꯗꯥꯌꯤꯠꯇꯣꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯊꯤꯟꯗꯔꯤꯕꯗꯨꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯒꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯄꯥꯝꯕ ꯈꯔꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯐꯪꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯗ ꯊꯤꯟꯗꯍꯟꯕꯅꯦꯅ ꯂꯧꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯊꯤꯜꯂꯕꯁꯨ ꯊꯤꯟꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂꯛꯏꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯨ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯖꯤꯇꯤꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯞꯅꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯥꯎꯠꯀꯝ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯀꯗꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗ ꯂꯨꯏ ꯑꯗꯨ I wish ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯊꯤꯖꯅ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯗꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯁꯥꯟꯇꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯍꯟꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤ
ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯡꯂꯨꯞ ꯑꯍꯨꯝꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯤꯍꯨꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯄꯨꯜꯂꯒ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯐꯝꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕꯩꯁꯦ it should be started ꯍꯧꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯏꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯛꯄ ꯄꯥꯛꯇꯕꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯁꯦꯁ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯅꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯁꯤꯇꯤꯡ ꯑꯃꯁꯤꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯎꯖꯕꯗꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯃꯤꯍꯨꯠꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯑꯣꯊꯣꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯋꯥꯔꯤ ꯁꯥꯔꯛꯀꯗꯕꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯁꯦꯁꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯥꯎꯔꯥꯛꯄ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔ ꯌꯥꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯅꯦꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯏꯟꯐ꯭ꯂꯨꯌꯦꯟꯁꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯄꯥꯔꯁꯟ ꯏꯁꯦ ꯗꯦ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯄꯥꯋꯔꯐꯨꯜ ꯀꯣ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨ ꯏꯟꯐ꯭ꯂꯨꯌꯦꯟꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯗꯤ ꯗꯦ ꯀꯦꯟ ꯆꯦꯟꯖ ꯗ ꯑꯦꯇꯤꯇ꯭ꯌꯨꯠ ꯕꯤꯂꯤꯐꯁ ꯏꯃꯣꯁꯟ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯏꯆ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯗ ꯑꯦꯛꯇꯔ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ MLAꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯗꯥꯏꯇ ꯂꯧꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯍꯣꯝꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯝꯗꯧ ꯃꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯦꯠ ꯑꯁ ꯍꯣꯞ ꯏꯟ ꯑ ꯚꯦꯔꯤ ꯒꯨꯗ ꯋꯦ ꯄꯣꯖꯤꯇꯤꯚ ꯋꯦꯗ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯈꯟꯖꯩ ꯗꯤꯁ ꯏज ꯁ꯭ꯇꯥꯔꯇꯤꯡ ꯑꯩ ꯐꯅꯤ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ
ꯁꯔ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯝꯇ ꯈꯪꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂꯛꯏꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯊꯥꯡꯁꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯈꯤꯇꯪ ꯊꯦꯡꯃꯜꯂꯦꯅ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯅ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ?
ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯊꯦꯡꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯊꯦꯡꯕꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅꯁꯨ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯁꯥꯎꯔꯤꯁꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯧꯈꯠꯂꯛꯏꯁꯤ ꯊꯦꯡꯉꯁꯨ ꯊꯦꯡꯅ ꯐꯩ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯇꯧꯕꯇꯕꯨ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯒꯗꯤ ꯄꯥꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯔꯣꯏꯗꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯂꯧꯅꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯇꯧꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯦꯅ ꯈꯔ ꯇꯧꯁꯤꯟꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯗꯕ ꯐꯩꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯋꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯝꯖꯒꯦ
The Joint Action Committee against the suspicious death of Yalam Subhash Chandra Singh has called off the 12-hour ban it announced earlier today. Frustrated by the Manipur government's inaction regarding the suspicious death of 29-year-old Y. Subhash Chandra Singh of Nambol, the Joint Action Committee JAC against the suspicious death of Yalam Subhash Chandra Singh had announced the ban along to Dimrot tomorrow from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. The JSC's decision to call off the ban comes after assurance from Minister Sapam Ranjan to hold talks with the Chief Minister on 17th October. The 12-hour shutdown called today by the proscribed group coordinating committee CORCOM, marking what it refers to as National Black Day, has crippled normal life in the state, with markets, establishments except those related with medical institutes and others remain shuttered down. As passenger vehicles has completely put to a halt, very less vehicles were witnessed commuting on the streets. Though a holiday has not been declared for government offices, the turnout of employees were very low. The shutdown is intended to protest the alleged forced annexation of Manipur Kangleipak by India on October 15, 1949, as per a statement made by the CORCOM's Publicity Committee while calling the shutdown, which is imposed from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. As per the statement, the shutdown excluded medical emergency services, religious functions, and media. The 12-hour shutdown called today by the proscribed group coordinating committee CORCOM has also put Jiribam district to a halt. As a consequence of the strike, the passenger services from Jiribam to Imphal and Jiribam to Silchar were halted. Besides, the markets and shops in the district remained closed and the number of vehicles plying on the streets were lessened. Additionally, the turnout in the schools, colleges, banks and government offices remained low. Till the filing of this news, there were no reports of any untoward incidents in the district. The security forces kept a close vigil and were deployed in large numbers to avert any eventualities. Rajya Sabha MP Laisemba Sanajauba attended the first sitting of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour, Textiles and Skill Development 2024-2025 at Committee Room C, Parliament House Annex, New Delhi at 3 p.m. yesterday. The sitting was chaired by Lok Sabha MP Vasavaraj Bommai and considered about Memorandum Number 1 regarding the selection of subjects for examination during the year 2024-2025. Condemning the brutal killing of Laishram Johnson, 35 years, and the harassment of his friend E. Roshan after both were abducted by unknown assailants last night, a sit-in protest was held today at Sangakpam Bazaar in Imphal. Johnson, son of L. Dhananjoy from Laifam Khuna, was pronounced dead upon arrival at Kurkul Primary Health Center in Imphal West. Reports indicate that he bore visible bruises and was brought to the hospital by unidentified individuals who subsequently fled the scene. Roshan, who was also kidnapped along with Johnson, was released after being assaulted and is now receiving treatment in the ICU at Caesar Hospital. In response to these violent acts, the Joint Action Committee JAC against the brutal killing of L. Johnson and torture of E. Roshan submitted a memorandum to Chief Minister N. Biren demanding the arrest and punishment of the perpetrators. During the protest, convener of the JAC M. Bimol expressed strong condemnation of the attacks and called for justice for both victims, emphasizing the community's demand for accountability and safety.
ꯁꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯆꯨꯝ ꯑꯔꯥꯟ ꯐꯖꯅ ꯊꯤꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯕ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ magi mari le namana matik sama ibang thopat tandi piba dam nama lai bani na akhoi gi masigi asum maran gi tohon thopa magi wain sathaba bizar sathabiu amasung masigi chapchaba langna langjin pudoti bawadi akhoi asiba masa lawje giro haina ji siki mai kai ge akhoi thamjari.
In connection with the incident of burning of SDC Kumbi office on 26 September, Bisnupur District Police yesterday arrested 3 persons and remanded them in a police custody for 4 days. The arrested individuals have been identified as Moirangthem Ajay Kumar, aged 22 years, a resident of Kumbi Thonglekai, Wahingbam Prabhakar, aged 27 years, of Kumbi Thonglekai, and Kumanthem Jesper, aged 23 years, a resident of Kumbi Isingchai Bilekai. They have admitted that they have done the crime of burning the SDC office. Efforts are on to arrest the other accused. Necessary legal actions have been taken up to punish those involved in such criminal activities of damaging government properties. In a startling development, a man in his mid-30s was pronounced dead upon arrival at Kurkul Primary Health Center in Imphal West. It is reported that the individual wearing visible brooches was rushed to the hospital by unknown persons who swiftly absconded thereafter. Security forces have launched a thorough investigation into the incident, aiming to uncover the circumstances surrounding this mysterious case. Further updates are anticipated as authorities delve deeper into this unfolding situation. Well, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be back with latest news and updates.
Humputar Chuba, Irenbum Sauren Gimapok Numit, Ningsing Thorum Gamari Lenana, Iramdam Gitakta, Mahiro Shingiwaring Ibagi, Atoy Ahen Tanabama, Lakliba October Gitang Kungi, Ayupung Taramathoidagi, Numitumatum Pung Amapauba, Wakatil Laiba, Ratan Kumar Memorial English School Amashung, Pitambara English School da Pangtok Saragani.
Irengbam Chauren Memorial Trust na ahan boy na sinjariba wareng iba changdamnaba asigi hiramna responsibility of the indigenous people to preserve the integrity of Manipur. Haibadi Manipur gi apunba saktam ngakpada yelhomi singna lawgadaba thaudang haibasini. Changdamnaba asi English amasung Manipuri loan anigi manungda mahiroi singna apamba khanduna iba yagani. Manipuri loan gi oinadi mitei mayek natraga Bengali mayekta ibasu yagani.
Manipur gi apun basaktam buka hindana ngaktuna thamangam gadaba Manipuri iraisha amamam ohinna bohana bagi pandam da pangtok shagadoriba wareng ibagi athoi ahen tanaba shi category ani thokna khaidok shagani ahan bada class 8 tagi 10 phawagi ama ani shubadana class 11 dagi masigi mathakta laiba mahiroi singi ama mamangda Rules and Regulation number 1 da thamkiba wapam singdugi mathakta University amadagi pass torklaba mahirosing sangdamnaba asida saruk yaba yagani haiba anoba rule asisu hapsinjare.
Iramdam iraipak pu nungsijaba amadi iraipak kidamakta hingba ngamnanabagi wakhalonda sinjariba sangdamnaba asida iramdam asida laibiriba mahirosing hurup kanglup khudingmakna saruk yabiduna mapung phahan biu haiduna sinjal langjariba Irengbam Chauren Memorial Trust ki maikaidagi laibak miyamda nolukna paujenjari.
Phom phangpham Kwakaithil Akham Laikai Dilaiba All Manipur United Clubs Organization Amuko Amasung Kwakaithil Thongnawjum Laikai Dilaiba Manipuri Students Federation MSF ki office sing.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching IS Prime Time English News. The Manipur Fire Service rescue team recovered a body from a local pond at Maharabi Mayalikai. A release by the fire officer of the control room Manipur Fire Service stated that upon receiving the information about the incident of Kumanthem Jiten, aged 44 years, son of Let K.H. Tomba, the team rushed to the spot for rescue. Unfortunately, Jiten had already drowned before the rescue team arrived. In another tragic incident, a 12-year-old boy from Kumbi, currently residing in Kagwa Lamdaibung, reportedly drowned while swimming with friends in Imphal River at Kongba Irong yesterday afternoon. As of now, his body is nowhere to be found. The community is in utter shock and search efforts are ongoing to locate him. The Manipur police yesterday detained one individual who was found lost in Yangang-Pokpi area. The individual was identified as Jangkumang Haulai, aged 25 years, a resident of Molen village near Sinakaitel under Litan police station in Ukhrul district. The police handed over the detained individual to Assam Rifles after verification for handing over to his family. Continuing their relentless approach to maintain vigil and security in the area, the security forces have been conducting frequent search operations and area domination exercises in hill and valley districts. Wangu Laifam Primary Health Center celebrated its 46th anniversary at its conference hall located at Wangu Laifam under Sugnu Assembly constituency in Kakching district today. The event, organized by Hospital Management Committee of the Health Center, saw the attendance of Chairman L. Sharat, MO in charge L. Inaucha, Committee Advisors L. Khelchandra and A. Maimu, and doctors, nurses and lab technicians of the Health Center. The event was also attended by nurses of health and wellness centers under Wangu Laifam Primary Health Center. Speaking on the occasion, MO in charge of the health center, L. Inaucha, said the health center has been facing various difficulties due to the shortage of staff. Nevertheless, it has been performing exceptionally well. He pointed out that the health center is short of 2 ASHA workers who are supposed to be submit the census report, including the present count of expectant mothers in the area under the health center. However, there is pendency in completing the report due to the shortage of staff. As such, he appealed to the authorities concerned to fill the shortage of staff at the earliest. On the other hand, Hospital Management Committee Chairman L. Sharat appealed to the doctors and staff of the health center to perform their duties with a sense of sacrifice in the larger interest of the general public. As part of the event, the hospital management presented a simple gift to 4 staff of the health center, including member of the management committee, the T.H. Dhamen, in honor of their exceptional service to the health center and the people of Sugnu Assembly constituency. Expressing solidarity to the nationwide protest led by the Indian Medical Association Junior Doctors Network in response to the recent violent attack on a doctor in Kolkata, the Resident Doctors Association at RIMS and resident doctors of other medical institutes in Manipur today staged a sit-in protest in front of the RIMS OPD blocked from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. The IMA Manipur has also joined in support of the protest, underlining the urgent need for systematic changes to protect doctors from violence and ensure their safety while performing their duties. The protest was part of a larger movement with the IMA JDN conducting a hunger strike from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today across India. Addressing the media at the protest site, renowned psychiatrist Dr. Lenin, who is also the president of IMA Manipur State Branch, stated that the attack has deeply shaken the medical fraternity. The doctors of Manipur stand in solidarity with the IMA, JDN and to demand justice. A 2-day observance of the first death anniversary of social activist Mandir Laishram, organized by the Hairok Apunba Club's HAC, concluded at the Hairok Part 1 Mamang Community Hall today. The event was attended by dignitaries including Pradhan of Hairok Part 1, L. Khamba, Chairperson of the Child Welfare Committee Thobal L. Roman, and Vice Chairperson of the Hairok Municipal Council T.H. Birjit Singh, among others. The first day featured a free eye checkup camp and a blood donation drive, reflecting the community's commitment to health and well-being. Today, the HAC distributed free health cards to participants and donated aids to an old-age home. During the event, a member of the Administrative Committee of Hairok Jila Parishad Moirangthem Rajmani spoke about the significant contributions of Mandir Laishram during his life, particularly his pivotal role in establishing the HAC, emphasizing that Mandir's passing is not just a loss of Hairok, but for the entire state, Rajamani urged the community to honor Mandi's legacy by following in his footsteps and striving to fulfill as many as his dreams as possible, despite the unfinished work left behind.
ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯦꯟ ꯆꯣꯡꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯍꯨꯠ ꯁꯤꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯑꯦꯔꯤꯌꯥ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯌꯥꯎꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤ ꯏꯁꯦꯡ ꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯃꯍꯥꯛ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯍꯩꯔꯣꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯍꯥꯡꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯗ ꯍꯩꯔꯣꯛꯇ ꯂꯥꯛꯈꯤꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯁꯣꯜꯕ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯡꯖꯤꯜ ꯊꯥꯕꯁꯤ ꯈꯨꯟ ꯄꯨꯖꯔꯤꯕꯅꯦꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯍꯥꯜꯂꯝꯃꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯕ꯭ꯂꯦꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯗ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯃꯥꯡ ꯊꯥꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯃꯤ JSC ꯁꯦꯝꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯁꯣꯂꯨꯁꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯗ DCꯕꯨ ꯎꯅꯒꯦꯔꯥ SP ꯎꯅꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ CM ꯎꯅꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯁꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯍꯥꯜꯂꯤ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯃꯃꯤꯡ ꯊꯥꯗꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯁꯤꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯗꯦꯕꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯒ꯭ꯔꯥꯝ ꯀꯌꯥꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟ ꯇꯣꯉꯥꯟꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯝ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯂꯧꯊꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ グループꯇ ꯁꯦꯜꯐ ꯍꯦꯜꯞ ꯒ꯭ꯔꯨꯞꯇ ꯑꯍꯟꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤꯗ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤ ꯁꯤꯡꯊꯥꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯡꯊꯥꯕꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯝꯃꯤ.
Honoring Havildar Ramakant Singh, who sacrificed his life during an operation against insurgents in Torabari, Assam on October 13 in 2003, the Assam Rifles yesterday organized a wreath-laying ceremony at the battalion quarter guard. A release by the IGR South stated that the ceremony paid tribute to Singh's bravery, which remains an inspiration for current and future generations of the Assam Rifles. In conjunction with the memorial, the Assam Rifles organized an awareness program for residents of Chongjang and nearby villages to address the growing issue of e-waste and its detrimental effects on the environment and public health. The event, part of International E-Waste Day, educated attendees on proper disposal methods for electronic devices, stating that a total of 22 youths participated alongside 41 locals, including village chiefs. The release highlighted that the key topics covered included safely discarding all electronics, securely erasing personal data, and adopting sustainable energy practices. The southwest monsoon has officially withdrawn today from the entire northeast region, including all of Assam, signaling the onset of the post-monsoon season. According to the India Meteorological Department, IMD, this transitional period will extend from October to December. In a bulletin issued by the Regional Meteorological Center, RMC Guwahati, the IMD confirmed that the monsoon has further retreated from the remaining areas of Assam, Meghalaya, and the entire states of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, and Tripura, as well as most parts of the North Bay of Bengal. As the region enters this new season, residents can expect a shift in weather patterns characterized by cooler temperatures and a decrease in rainfall. The post-monsoon season is anticipated to bring a mix of clear skies and occasional rainfall, providing relief from the previous monsoon conditions. The alert troops of 172 battalions BSF Meghalaya seized 4 cannula sets worth more than 1 crore rupees intended to be smuggled to Bangladesh from the international border of East Jaintia Hills District, Meghalaya. Acting on specific information, the vigilant BSF troops conducted a special operation near the border area of Dona in East Jaintia Hills and seized the medical accessories while being smuggled to Bangladesh. The seized goods were handed over to Customs Office, Badrapur, for further necessary action. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar announced today that the Maharashtra Assembly elections will be held on November 20th. The Jharkhand Assembly elections will take place in 2 phases on November 13th and November 20th. Additionally, a by-election will be conducted in Wayanad on November 13th. Vote counting for these elections is scheduled for November 23rd. The term of the Maharashtra Assembly is set to conclude on November 26, while the Jharkhand Assembly's term will end on January 5, 2025. Rajiv Kumar explained that the elections for Maharashtra were delayed from earlier this month when elections were conducted in Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana due to specific security requirements associated with the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly election. In conjunction with the Assembly elections, the Election Commission also announced by-polls for 3 Lok Sabha seats and at least 47 vacant Assembly seats across the country. Voters are encouraged to participate actively in the democratic process as the dates approach. A disturbing revelation has surfaced at the Guwahati Medical College Hospital GMCH in Assam, where a blood-selling racket involving brokers and illegal donors has come to light. The scandal unfolded after an HIV-positive individual was intercepted while attempting to sell blood at the hospital, sparking a deeper investigation that exposed a broader network involved in the illegal trade. The operation reportedly involved multiple youths from Dhubri and Mankachar who had been regularly selling blood at GMCH for 2,000 rupees per unit. The apprehension of 2 brokers has brought the racket under scrutiny, with one of the detained individuals identified as Lal Bahadur Sheikh. The second broker, who confessed to selling blood for money, tested positive for HIV. Alarmingly, he had previously donated blood at GMCH just a month earlier, unknowingly putting several lives at risk. Sharma emphasized the critical need for heightened public awareness regarding blood donation protocols and stringent law enforcement to deter such illegal activities. He acknowledged public concerns about the time taken to access blood at the hospital, but stressed the importance of adhering to safety regulations. Meanwhile, the investigation took a new turn when SEC received a phone call from Yunus Ali, an alleged key player who reportedly coordinated the sale of blood and promised payment for the transaction. Authorities have since launched a manhunt to apprehend Ali, aiming to dismantle the network of individuals involved in the illicit blood trade at GMCH. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. Initial round of Manipur peace talks concludes. Meeting resolves to appeal to people of all communities to shun violence. Various state public figures term beginning of Manipur peace talks a good initiative of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Joint Action Committee against suspicious death of Yalam Subhash Chandra Kozov, 12-hour ban along Tidim Road after assurance from Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan. And 12-hour total shutdown called by Corcom against forced annexation of Manipur cripples normal life in state. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching ICE News and good night.